So once again I welcome to the online class sessions. So now here generally in the previous class we are calculating the formulas for the divergence of u, and here we took that one rectangular, and we took that one surface is some S1 and another surface is S2. Okay, so and here I calculated the double integral of the u, and of course we can write it as nothing but in another way we can write double integral over S1 u dot n ds is approximately equal to u1 of x plus delta x by 2 comma y comma z of delta y delta z, and take it as equation number 1. Okay, next in the next line write down similarly to the surface S2 which is located, so to the surface S2 means another side, right? So there is a chance to take that negative because the direction is different, no? So actually x axis moves like this, but now how we are going in this direction, so that means it is a negative direction and it is nothing but the positive direction. Okay, so now here write down surface integral S2 which is located x minus delta x by 2. Here the point, another one is minus delta x plus delta x. Now y comma z. The unit outward normal n is minus 1 comma 0 comma 0. Therefore u dot n is nothing but minus u1. Therefore u dot n is equal to minus u1, and delta s is equal to delta y delta z. Okay, so then simply what we get now, we will get the double integral over S2, directly I am writing this one, u dot n ds approximately equal to minus u1 of x minus delta x by 2 comma y comma z into delta y delta z, and I am taking it as a equation number 2. Now we have to add both equation. Now write down by adding equation 1 and 2. So now see here what we get, double integral over S1 u dot n ds plus double integral over S2 u dot n ds is equal to u1 of, otherwise you can write that approximately x plus delta x by 2 comma y comma z delta y delta z plus plus of minus u1 of x minus delta x by 2 comma y comma z delta y delta z. Okay, so now here double integral over S1 over S2, so S1 plus S2 u dot n ds is approximately equal to u1 of x plus delta x by 2 comma y comma z minus u1 of x minus delta x by 2 comma y comma z of delta y delta z. Simply what I did is, in both terms I have the delta y delta z common, so that's why I took that one. Okay, so now here simply what they are doing is, clearly I am writing okay, sorry, it is nothing but x plus delta x by 2 only. Approximately it is equal to, now here what we get, u1 into this entire values, so then simply what we get, so we have that the direct step, but here I want to give that entire value. Now see clearly, u1 x plus u1 delta x by 2, the next u1 into this one comma u1 y comma u1 z. Okay, minus u1 x plus, here what we get, u1 delta x by 2 comma minus u1y comma minus u1z of delta y delta z. So now here, now when we have like this, then simply we have to take that the first term, this term, the first term minus this one, okay. So according to the operation we have to move. Now u1x plus u1 delta x by 2 minus u1x, and already here I did that, minus u1x, minus into minus plus u1 delta x by 2. So it is nothing but plus of minus, that's it, because already I multiplied with a minus sign. So then next what we have, plus u1 delta x by 2, okay, this is the first term, comma u1y minus u1y, comma u1z minus u1z. So simply what we get, we'll get that all the values will be cancelled. So finally we will get it as nothing but what we get. So now you will get that, of course in a starting, from the starting I think you have one doubt, that is why I am taking delta x by 2. So now you will get that clarification. So now see here, s1 plus s2 u dot n ds is approximately equal to, now here what we have, only this term, these two terms. So that's why here I am taking that u1 plus u1, that is 2 u1 delta x by 2 of delta y delta z. So now here approximately it is equal to u1 delta x delta y delta z. So here simply what we have, yes, we have that it is approximately equal to this one, but here what they are taking is, they are taking that it is in terms of the differentiation. So here I am writing this u1 as nothing but dou u1 by dou x, okay. Otherwise you can write it as approximately it is equal to directly u1 is nothing but it is a some constant value, and next what we have, delta x delta y delta z. So now here 2 get cancelled, u1 delta x we have. So now here I am taking the partial derivation, dou u1 by dou x into delta x into delta y into delta z, okay. So otherwise simply you can take that the partial difference. Already why I am taking this one, because here when we are calculating the surface integrals, finally we have to take the differentiation. So that's why here I am taking like this, and next finally what we get here, dou u1 by dou x into, the next here it is nothing but delta v. Otherwise see clearly here I have like this, no, right, directly we have the delta x value. So now here generally without directly, so from here directly you can multiply with a just take the differentiation with respect to x, then you will get that directly this one. But simply here I took the dou u1 by dou x with respect to delta v, okay. Now write down, hence divergent of u defined from S1 and from S2, from S1 and S2 is dou u1 by dou x, dou u1 by dou x. Why we are taking specially, because we are taking that S1 and S2 along the normal direction x itself. One time we are taking that x components n as a 1, 0, 0 and minus 1, 0, 0, okay. So next finally therefore similarly divergent of u along y axis is dou u2 by dou x, dou y, dou u2 by dou y, and along z axis, so no need of this one, so along z axis dou u3 by dou z, dou u3 by dou z. Actually why we are calculating all this, because we are going to find the value for the divergent of u along x, y, z axis. So it is not necessary to remember, idantha avsaram em ledandi chadavalsina avsaram, just ప్రాబ్లమ్ లో ఫార్ములా ఎలా వచ్చింది అని చెప్పడానికే ఇదంతా. డైవర్జెంట్ ఆఫ్ u is nothing but dou u1 by dou x plus dou u1 by dou y plus dou u1 by dou z. This is nothing but the formula for the, sorry, here it is 2, 3. Arthamainda? So where u is nothing but u1 comma u2 comma u3. So the formula for the divergent of u is nothing but differentiate this u1 with respect to s, u2 with respect to y, u3 with respect to z. Then that is nothing but the formula. Box it ma. This is the formula of the divergent of u. That's it. Now it is enough to remember this one. Write down. The divergent of u can be written as with the operator grad only. Okay, so del, actually we will call this as a del. Okay, so therefore it is nothing but divergent of u is equal to, write down ma, divergent of u is equal to dou u1 by dou x plus dou u2 by dou y plus dou u3 by dou z. It can be written as simply grad u. Okay, dot product. So grad u is equal to, what we can write it as a, can I write it as a dou by dou x of comma dou by dou y comma dou by dou z of, here dot product I am using u1 u2 u3. Okay, so now it is nothing but, otherwise simply here what we can write, divergent of u is equal to this one. What is this value? This is nothing but grad. So grad means simply differentiation, and here u1 u2 u3 means already we know that this is a function which is nothing but dot u. Therefore divergent of u can be written as a grad, del dot u also. Okay, so write down the form del dot u, will be used to indicate the divergent of u, Okay, next write down problem. Find the divergence of the vector field. Find the divergence of the vector field. Find the divergence of the vector field u is equal to r. U equal to r. So we have to find that the divergence of the vector field u is equal to r. That means we have to prove that the divergent of u is equal to some r. Okay. So now write down, given that the vector field is u, right? Actually we will take that u as nothing but u is equal to some u1, u2, u3, and what they gave, r value. R is nothing but x comma y comma z. Therefore u1 is equal to x, u2 is equal to y, and u3 equal to z. What they mentioned, u is equal to r. So now here first of all I am calculating that the divergent of u. What is the formula of the divergent of u? Dou u1 by dou x comma dou u2 by dou y comma dou u3 by dou z. Actually it is nothing but plus, no? Yes, it is plus. So now here when you are taking dot, then it is nothing but comma. You can use with a comma, otherwise you can take that divergent of u is directly with a summation. Okay, now dou u by dou x, so what is u1 here? X, plus dou by dou y of y plus dou by dou z of z. Okay, so now here 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 3. Therefore divergent of u is equal to 3. Now finally we have that the divergent of u is equal to 3. So this is nothing but the grad. Okay, so the next put a side heading, Laplacian of scalar field. Next topic, Laplacian. We can pronounce it as a Laplacian, otherwise Laplacian, she or she. Okay, Laplacian of a scalar field, Okay, now write down Laplacian of a vector of a scalar field. In that, write down, suppose that a scalar field pi is twice differentiable. Okay, if any function pi is twice differentiable, then the gradient of pi is a differentiable vector field, grad pi. Therefore Laplacian is equal to, so twice the differentiation also, then what we get, Laplacian is equal to grad of grad pi. That means we can write it as a grad square pi. Otherwise, Laplacian scalar field is equal to grad square, otherwise del square pi. Okay, del square pi. We know that the del square pi is equal to del of del pi. Write in another bracket. Okay, so then next here, write down next line, del square pi is equal to simply try to understand del of del pi. Okay, so del of del pi means what is the value of the del pi? It is nothing but dou by dou x, otherwise dou pi by dou x comma dou pi by dou y comma dou pi by dou z. Right, now del means dou by dou x comma dou by dou y comma dou by dou z of, here what we get, dou pi by dou x comma dou pi by dou y comma dou pi by dou z. And now here we have to take the dot product. So then simply what we get, we have to take this one and this one, then dou square pi by dou x square. Okay, then simply here actually when we have the dot product, then directly see this one and this one, then directly we can take that. We have a two values now, we are taking that the dot product, then how we have to consider, dou by dou x of this one plus dou by dou y of this, that means dou square pi by dou y square plus dou square pi by dou z square. This is nothing but the value of the Laplace, that is del square pi value. So now write down, the Laplacian of the component of the original vector, you can take that the another value, that is nothing but some, for example, if I am taking, I am u, okay, I am taking it as something u. So then what is the value? We can write it as nothing but del square u1 comma del square u2 comma del square u3. So if you are taking pi means you will get that pi 1, pi 2, pi 3. So like that. Okay. Next, note, if del square pi is equal to 0, then it is known as Laplace equation. Okay, so this is nothing but the divergence. In the divergence, simply what is the formula? Actually here I gave that the entire theory, but it is enough to remember that the definition of the divergence. What is the definition? Divergent of u is equal to dou u1 by dou x plus dou u2 by dou y plus dou u3 by dou z. Okay, and after that we learned that the Laplacian vector, otherwise Laplacian scalar field. So for that, what is the formula? It is denoted with a del square pi, and del square pi is defined as dou square pi by dou x square plus dou square pi by dou y square plus dou square pi by dou z square. Remember that, and if this value is equal to 0, then it is said to be simply Laplacian equation. The next, put a side heading, curl of a vector field. So till now we learned about the divergence, no? So now here we are going to learn about the curl of a vector field. Now right. So now here we are going to discuss about the curl of a vector field. Okay, so here curl of a vector field. So already I said that totally generally when you are going to learn about the surface integral and volume integral and all this, mainly we have to learn about the grad, divergent, curl. Grad means simply we are denoting with this, right? Grad and the divergent both are same, but the difference is nothing but for the grad by dou f by dou x comma dou f by dou y comma dou f by dou z we will take. We will differentiate the entire function firstly with respect to x, comma, next with respect to y, comma, with respect to z. But coming to the divergent, we will take that the value of only we have to consider u1, the first term, and differentiate it with respect to x plus dou u2 by dou y plus dou u3 by dou z. Like this we have to. And now this curl is totally different because here we are going to take that the cross product. Till now we are taking that the dot product, no. So now onwards we are going to take that the curl in a cross product. Okay, I hope you know about the dot product and the cross product because already you learn in your intermediate, right? In your physics subjects you learn all those. So now write down the curl of a, put a side heading, curl of a vector field, in that write down the curl of a vector field u. The curl of a vector field small u is a vector field, its component in the direction of the unit vector n is n dot curl u is equal to limit delta s tends to 0 1 by delta s of single integral and here delta over the curve C u dot r. If you observe this one, it is nothing but the line integral. Okay. So, or write down the curl of a vector field is the small surface delta s, is enclosed by the curve delta c and has the unit normal vector n, somewhere it is. Okay. So for this one, if for any surface delta s and if the curve is that surface is enclosed with a curve, that means for example if I am taking this pen, okay, so the surface means if I place it, otherwise if you take the duster, okay, if I place, for example if I place this on a floor or on a table, this surface is nothing but this one. If this surface is enclosed with any curve and if it has any normal otherwise unit vector, then it is said to be yes, it is said to be it has some curl. Okay. Now write down to obtain an expression for curl u in the components of u1 comma u2 comma u3, in the components u1 comma u2 comma u3 of u choose small n is equal to E3, the unit vector in z direction. If it is in the z direction, then it is n equal to E3, z direction, to determine the z component of curl u, Next line, the surface delta s lies in the xy plane, x comma y plane, and can be chosen to be a small rectangular with delta x comma delta y, centered on the point x comma y comma z with area. So how we have to choose the area now? It is along the z direction now, so that's why it is enough to take the delta x, delta y. Okay, next line. the section C1, that means the curve C1, the section C1 of the line integral which has its center at the point x comma y minus delta y by 2 comma z. Here the line integral is directed in a positive x direction, so u dot dr is equal to u1 dx. Therefore integral over C1 u dot dr approximately equal to u1 of x comma y minus delta y by 2 comma z, delta x delta y. And here simply they are taking that only delta x, because it is line integral. No, if it is a surface integral, we have to integrate it with respect to two variables. So when we are taking it is a line integral, we have to take only one. Now write down. Similarly on another curve at a point x comma y plus delta y by 2 comma z, the integral is directed in the negative direction. Therefore another curve simply C2 u dot dr, it is approximately equal to minus u1 of x comma y plus delta y by 2 comma z, delta x. Actually now you will get the dot, ma'am, here we are taking that the point for the y, no, so why you are taking only delta x, because here we are discussing the line integral, ma, okay. So in a line integral simply we have to take the integration only with respect to one variable, right. Already we are taking that the y point, right, some y minus delta y by 2, y plus delta y by 2. So the remaining component, that means the normal component I am taking with respect to x direction, otherwise we can take that z direction. So according to the z direction we will, if we take, then we will get that n is equal to E3. Here we can take any one, simply I am taking that x, because the starting x y z, no, so simply we can take that x, and when we are taking, then this curve is perpendicular, otherwise the square or rectangular whatever, it is perpendicular to x axis. So in that way we will take, okay. So for this one I am giving the graph, and of course here you can take that some C3, ma, C, why I am taking C3, it is the x and y axis, okay, and I am taking one rectangle, okay. So now here I am taking that first one, it is nothing but delta x, because parallel to the x. So and I am taking it as C1, C2, C3, C4. So here I took that C1. So what is the opposite direction? This one. Again how it is? It is parallel to the x axis or not? Yes. So that's why here I am taking that, here it is nothing but plus u1 and here it is nothing but minus u1. This is the direction, but it is moving like this. And if you want to take, then simply you can take that y direction also. Then at the time you will get that x plus here x minus delta x by 2, and here you will get u2 minus u2, and here x minus delta, like that we will get, okay. So next, by adding 1 and 2, write down integral over C1 plus C3 u dot dr is approximately equal to, directly I am giving, no need to calculate all this. So simply here we will get that minus dou u1 by dou y delta y x, sorry wait, delta y dot delta z. See, here they are not taking that x because each and every value will be cancels, and here we have the delta y and delta x, and here we have z into delta z, and here they are taking that with respect to y, no, so additionally we can take minus dou u1. యాక్చువల్లీ హియర్ ఇది మీకు డైరెక్ట్లీ ఇచ్చేసానండి, మళ్ళీ మనకి షార్ట్లో ఉంటాయి, అంటే ఐ మీన్ షార్ట్లో అంటే simply we can solve these two by using the another properties of the vectors, and finally we will get this result. But here directly I am taking, okay, because here we have to find the formula, not on actually these are not formulas ma. Now here I am going to give the formula, okay. Now write down similarly integral C2 plus C4. C2 plus C4 means those are parallel to the y axis. U dot dr is equal to, write down ma, is equal approximately equal to dou u2 by dou x delta y. With respect to C2 and C4 means it is parallel to the x and y axis, so that's why they are taking that in terms of the x and y. Next write down. So adding the above two and x approaches to y, y approaches to z, z approaches to x, which gives the value of curl, u is equal to, write down, dou u3 by dou y minus dou u2 by dou z, comma dou u1 by dou z minus dou u3 by dou x, comma u3 u2 finished, u1 u3 finished, next here u1 and u2. So now here dou u2 minus dou u1, then here we will get that dou u2 by dou x dou y. Okay, actually it is somewhat difficult to remember, so that's why here I am giving one hint to you, curl u. Of course we can write this in another way, that is nothing but, listen, e1 e2 e3. Okay, now dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. Okay, next they gives one value, no, u, so in that we will get u1 u2 u3. Clear? So now here listen, if I close e1, okay, so then what we get here, we will get the dou u3 by dou y, this one, minus dou u2 by dou z, right. Next one, close this term, so then, and this one also, so then what we get, dou u3 by dou x, right, sorry, AD minus BC, no, so now here what we get, dou u3 by dou x minus dou u1 by dou z. Okay, so next here similarly for this one, dou u2 by dou x, and here it is reverse ma, see clearly, dou u3 by dou x. Next dou u1 by dou z. Next one, last one, dou u2 by dou x, dou u1 by dou y. Okay, so this is nothing but the definition of the curl u. Right done. It is also denoted as curl u is equal to grad, because already here we had that grad cross u. These are nothing but the values of the u. The notation is grad cross u. Now write down one problem. Okay, we will discuss the application in the next class ma. Okay, thank you girls.